Risk management. Different types of risks faced by an organization. First one, strategic risk. It is the risk due to an unsuccessful business plan. Examples of strategic risk is poor business decisions. Example, Nokia. Second, substandard execution of decisions. Third, inadequate resource allocation. Fourth one, failure to respond well to changes in business environment. Second type of risk faced by an organization is a compliance risk. It is the risk due to non-compliance to laws and regulations or other internal policies. Next, compliance risk examples is environmental risk, workplace health and safety, corrupt practices, quality. Third type of risk faced by an organization is operational risk. It is the risk due to inadequate or failed procedure, systems, or policies. Examples of operational risk is human error. Fourth type of risk faced by an organization is financial risk. Risk due to unexpected changes in financial conditions such as prices, exchange rate, credit rating, interest rates, etc. Different types of financial risks. First one, counterparty risk. Risk due to non-honoring of obligations by the counterparty. Non-honoring of obligations. Obligations means failure to deliver the goods for payment already made or vice versa, or repayment of borrowings and interest. Default in repayment of borrowings and interest default. This counterparty risk also covers credit risk, that is default by counterparty. Identifying counterparty risk. How to identify counterparty risk? First one, necessary resources, government restrictions, hostile action of a foreign government, let down by third party, insolvent cases. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 cases where we can identify counterparty risks. How to manage counterparty risks? First, due diligence, do not overcome it, limits and procedures, rapid action, guarantee. Political risk. Risk faced by investors, corporations, and governments that political decisions, events, or conditions will significantly affect the profitability of the business sector. How to identify political risk? First one, confiscation of overseas properties, rationing of remittance, restriction on conversion of a local currency, restriction on borrowings, invalidation of patents, price control of the products. How to manage political risk? Local sourcing of raw materials and labor, entering into joint ventures, local financing, prior negotiations. Interest rate risk. Risk due to change in interest rate. It affects value of company's assets and liabilities. How to identify interest rate risk? Monetary policy of the government, any action by government such as demonetization, economic growth, release of industrial data, investment by foreign investors, stock market changes. These are the indicators for identifying interest rate risk. Next, how to manage interest rate risk? Use forward rate agreements, use swaps, use interest rate futures, use caps, collars, floors. Currency risk. Risk due to fluctuating foreign forex rates. How to identify currency risk? Government action, nominal interest rate, inflation rate, natural calamities, war, coup, rebellion, change of government. How to manage currency risk? Using forwards and swap contracts, using future and option contracts, leading or lagging, home currency invoicing. Liquidity risk. Risk due to inability of organization to meet its liabilities whenever they become due. This risk, liquidity risk, is more prevalent in banking business. Financial risk can be viewed from different perspectives. Explain. From stakeholders' point of view, financial risk is the risk of they check financial gearing, that is debt to equity ratio, as financial risk. From company's point of view, they view if the company borrows excessively or lends to someone who defaults, which may lead to liquidation. This is the risk from company's point of view. From government point of view, failure of any bank or like Lehman Brothers, that is financial institution, downgrading of any financial institution leading to spread of distrust among society at large. This is the financial risk from government point of view. Next, last concept, value at risk, war. War is used to measure maximum possible loss on any portfolio or a trading position. It is used as a benchmark for performance measurement of any operation or trading. It is used to fix limits for individuals dealing in front office of a treasury department. It is used to enable management to decide the trading strategies. It is used as a tool for asset and liability management, especially in banks. What are the features of a VAR, value at risk? Components of calculation. VAR calculation is based on three components. First one, time period. Second, confidence level. Confidence level generally is 95%, 99%. Loss in percentage or loss in rupees. These are the three components. Statistical method. VAR is a type of statistical tool based on standard deviation sigma. Time horizon. VAR can be applied for different time horizons like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, etc. Probability. VAR is based on probability. Control risk. Risk can be controlled by setting limits of maximum loss, Z-score. In VAR, we consider Z-score for calculating the VAR. How to calculate VAR for T years? X, Z sigma, or X minus mu, or VAR for 1 day into square root T. VAR for T means maximum deviation. X means invested amount. Investment amount in security. That means amount of investment in the security. Z-score means value in cumulative area table for a particular period. Generally, it is confidence level. How to calculate Z? X minus mu divided by sigma, or X minus X bar divided by sigma, where X is the required value, mu means average value or mean value, sigma means standard deviation. Sigma T. Sigma for TDS equals to standard deviation for TDS, that equals to sigma 1 into square root T. Assume T means number of days. Assume 250 days in a year if the question is silent. Example, standard deviation of the year. How to calculate standard deviation of an year? That is standard deviation for month into square root T. Next, Z-scores. If the confidence level is 99%, Z-score is 2.33. If the confidence level is 95%, Z-score is 1.65. If the confidence level is 90%, Z-score is 1.26. 2.33, 1.65, 1.26. 99%, 95%, 90%. Portfolio VAR. How to calculate portfolio VAR? Square root of VAR A square plus VAR B square plus 2 VAR A VAR B RAB.